Hey YouTube, I've got a slightly different type of video for you today. We're going to be looking at the Pamela Coleman Smith Limited Gold Edition Smith-White Tarot deck. This is a box set. It comes in this nice cloth type material with a little description on the back of the deck itself and how it's presented. And I wanted to share some of my impressions on this set. This was given to me by my wife earlier this month for my birthday. It is something I have wanted for a while, but with so many books coming out, I just didn't get it. But she got it for me. It's usually about $70, $75 for this tarot deck, but it is extremely well done. And like I said, it comes with this little guidebook. If you're new to tarot, I highly recommend it. Even the pages here are gilded. Gives you a brief introduction of tarot, how it started, a description of the cards and what they mean. So if you're doing your own reading, you could look at the keywords until you get them memorized. See how the descriptions are lined up. And I will get into a little bit on how I use these cards after I give you a better view of the cards themselves. And yeah, just kind of share some of my practice and some of my thoughts. But this is a very nice, easy book. If you do a lot of traveling, you could easily throw this in your bag and have it with you while you are traveling. But the main thing I want to focus on, of course, is the cards themselves. I did post this earlier this month on my Instagram, but you could see these gilded cards, and on the back it has this very nice design, and they're pretty thick cards too. The front, I thought the cards were going to be have some kind of metallic inlay as well. They don't, which is perfectly fine. I guess this card's the only one that's like that. But just kind of give you an idea of some of the artwork. They have a very nice sheen to them. You can see they've got a little bit of texture, and they're like a really nice set of playing cards in that they're very easy to spread across a table before you do your own tarot or have somebody pull their cards if you're doing a tarot for them. And like I said, it's just very well made. There's going to be a lot of new books arriving, a lot of pre-orders and stuff, so I figured I would take this time during Samhain to just show you something a little bit different in this tarot deck. Now, I mean, you've all, if you're interested in tarot, or even if you're not interested in tarot, you've seen the deck, you know what the purpose is generally. But I feel like there's a lot of people coming into tarot or the occult, especially this time of year, who maybe have never used tarot, and they don't know where to start, and they're intimidated by the system. Now, for me, with everything else that I've ever done in my life, I was extremely skeptical on tarot and the accuracy, people that swore by it, and so forth. And when my wife first got her tarot deck, she would offer to do a reading for me, and I would, go along with it because I was curious, but I never put much weight into it. And then I started doing my own tarot readings, and I had one deck, and this is my second deck here, and I've cleansed it for my own purposes. And the deck before and this deck have both been very accurate, very accurate. I don't want to get too much into the details, but essentially the way I do it, when I'm not using my cards, I keep them in this pouch, which she also got me the year before. I keep them in this pouch, sealed up on my altar, and that way they're out of view, out of the light, and they're sealed away. And essentially all I would do is I would just pull, I'm just gonna pull the top 3 cards here, for example. So if I got those 3 cards, I would just flip it over, because I don't do inversions. There's a lot of different systems. I'm giving you this as a quick how-to. I do 3 cards, I don't do inversions, and the reason for this is because I think a lot of the people that are really into tarot, that do a full spread and they have these diagrams and outlays of layouts rather of the cards, that's great if that's what they do. I'm a practitioner as well, so I don't really put a ton of time into tarot, and so far I've never needed to. The 3 cards, the past, the present, and the future, they work for me. And I don't, like I said, I don't do the inversions. Some people do, some people don't. Again, if you're new for tarot, an inverted card would be the opposite of whatever the description is. So let's say one of these is for money. If it was positive, right now you're pretty well off. I'm just using this as an example. Right now you're pretty well off. But if it was this card, you're about to lose money in the future. That's kind of an example. Again, I do the past, present, and future, but I don't do the inversions, because in my mind, this whole deck and its possibilities are active around us at all times anyway. These are the 3 things that are going to be focused on. These things, whether the good or the bad version, them being excluded from your draw, or infect other places in your life. These are the 3 that you need to look at. And that's really it. I had a tarot reading where it said I was going to be doing pretty well financially. And then about a month later, I did another tarot reading, and it said currently I was doing well financially. And my wife and I had made some financial changes, and that came to be. And now my current tarot reading, not this, but the last one that I took, said that my practice would be taking great strides in the future. And here we are approaching Samhain with the ritual that I will be doing tomorrow night for the Book of the Black Dragon. So again, I think these things are lining up very well. Again, kind of a short basic video, but I wanted to share that with you and kind of get your thoughts if you use tarot, if you use any other kind of divination. Again, I don't stick to a schedule. I do it when I feel the need, and I greatly enjoy it. I think it gives a lot of clarity to the daily life when things are so chaotic. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and see you in the next video.